Sitting in the secret square, and the contestant who picks it first could win a one-week holiday in London, England. Which star is it? Aretha Franklin, George Gobel, Sandy Duncan, Richard Dimitri, Rosemary, Vincent Price, Carol Channing, William Conrad, or Paul Lynde, all in the Hollywood Squares. And here's the master of the Hollywood Squares, Peter Marshall.
Thank you, Kenneth Williams. Good evening. Welcome once again to the Hollywood Squares. Hello, stars. Hello. We are welcoming a young lady, sales-type person, married, mother of three, grandmother of four beautiful little girls, Leigh Braithwaite. Hi, Leigh. You're beautiful. You really are. And good luck this evening. Our Mr. X looks like he's in the Boy Scouts, but he's not. This young-looking gentleman is a lieutenant commander in the United States Coast Guard, married to a teacher with three children, Ken Allington. Ken, welcome to our show. Nice to see you. We have a commercial word, then we'll play the first round of the Hollywood Squares in the secret square. To get 3 stars in a row, either across or down or diagonally, it is up to them to figure out of the stars. Give me a correct answer, make you one up. That's how they get the squares. Each completed game is worth $250. And in addition, in our first 3 games, we go for that secret square.
And circle starts the first secret square for a trip to London. We'll fly from Los Angeles via Air Canada, which flies more people more often to more places in Canada from the United States than any other airline. So fly the airline that knows Canada best, Air Canada. In London, you'll have a week stay for 2 at the Royal Horse Guards Hotel. Superb views of the River Thames, and it's located in the heart of London, next to Trafalgar Square. And take along Mon Triomphe, the cologne that mixes with a man's body chemistry to give every man who wears it his own individual scent. Mon Triomphe, and a Polaroid camera from the famous Spiegel catalog. With more than 500 pages, new twice a year with over 50,000 quality items, providing value, selection, and economy. Furnished by Spiegel. And bon voyage, you'll enjoy a mouton cadet with dinner. The splendid French wines from Baron de Rothschild's legendary cellars, furnished by Mouton Cadet. That's it, Peter.
Well, thank you, Kenny. That's enough, I would think. Yes, sirree, Bob. Let's show the home audience the secret square. As you know, the stars are briefed before the show to help them with their bluffs. But as always, they are hearing the actual questions for the first time. Leigh, you won the toss. Good start, dear. See if you can capitalize on it. To whom are you going?
George Gobel.
True or false? TV's $6 Million Man has had his nose broken 5 times.
Yeah, as a result of trying to activate the bionic woman. Yeah, he's always getting busted up, but they get parts for him.
I agree.
Leigh Majors, he played a lot of college football, and that's when it happened. Yeah, that is a truism, and you have the circle. Ken, your turn.
Rosemary, please.
Roe, according to Elizabeth Post,
Yes.
if you're having a party and a woman becomes inebriated, what is the one thing you should take away from her?
Her husband.
All right, what's the second thing you would take away from her?
What should I take away from her?
Yes, if the woman is there at a party and she's alone and she gets very inebriated, what's the one thing you should take away from her?
Well, several things. First of all, you wouldn't give her any more drinks. That's number one. Well, if she's driving, maybe her keys. So
Maybe the keys to her car.
I'll agree.
That's absolutely right, and good thinking. For the next, Leigh, your turn. Paul, according to the new book of knowledge, the most important use of leather is for what?
To hold animals together. What is the
most important use of leather?
Gee, I would say today it would be clothing.
A little more specific.
A little more specific.
Leather.
Upholstery?
Upholstery. Leigh?
I disagree.
Shoes, Paul. We were in the right. Yes, we had to be shoes. You were right with clothing, but we needed shoes. You have the circle, and Ken, it's your turn.
Vincent Price to black, please.
True or false, Vinny? Back in the Middle Ages, a person suspected of a crime was sometimes tortured in a variety of ways. And if his or her wounds healed within 3 days, he or she was judged innocent of the crime.
Oh, I long for those good old days, Peter. Ah, dear God. Let's see. Yes.
He said yes.
I'll agree.
This was called Trial by Ordeal. You have the block, and Leigh, it's your turn, dear.
Richard Dimitri.
All right, and that's the secret square, Richard Dimitri. Richard, listen carefully. A multiple choice question. I must caution my studio audience. Don't shout out any answers. Who wrote the famous book, Wuthering Heights? Wuthering Heights.
Oh, gosh.
Emily Bronte, Charlotte Bronte, or Thomas Hardy? Wuthering Heights.
Well, I know it was one of the Brontes.
We have Emily and Charlotte.
I will say Emily.
Emily.
I disagree.
Emily Bronte. We'll have 2 more secret square games, and we can't put an X there. Ken, you'll have to earn that yourself. Doggone it.
Richard Dimitri.
Yeah,
please.
for $250. Richard, true or false?
Emily Bronte.
No, a little late, a little late. A man who was recently arrested was given the opportunity to make one phone call from the jail, and he called the Pope.
And in addition to that, he was charged with making an obscene phone call to a pope. He was. Yes, no. Say that again. He had a phone call.
A man
to
was
make?
recently arrested, given the opportunity to make one phone call from the jail, and he called the Pope. True or false?
Yes, that's true.
I'll agree.
That is dumb, and that is true. You've got yourself $250. We're going to clear the board, play another secret square game. Kenny?
And this time, X starts the secret square for the Swinger 200 Kimball organ. Just push buttons for chords, rhythm, and background. Then with only 2 fingers, you can play your favorite song. The Swinger 200, furnished by Kimball. And shake up your mouth to delicious, refreshing Dentine Dynamits. The smaller they get, the stronger they get. Delicious Dentine Dynamits. And relax in Berkline for quality and comfort. And the exclusive new wall-away recliners make room arrangements easier with backs remaining only 3 inches from the wall, whether upright or fully reclining. Furnished by Berkline. Also, Old World Beauty in this genuine hand-knotted oriental rug, 100% wool piled in lustrous colors and design, furnished by Emser International of Los Angeles. Plus, $1,000 worth of lamps. Quazel Lighting's House Full of Lights. Lamps for every room, designed in the tradition of American craftsmen. Glass hand-blown and hand-decorated, all furnished by Quazel Lighting. Okay, Peter.
Okay, Kenny, let's show the home audience the secret square, and we're going to have Ken Allerton start this game.
Richard Dimitri, please.
Who wrote The Godfather?
Poozy. Something. It's Poozy. Oh, goodness. It's P-U something.
Obviously, you don't have a bluff for it.
Poozy, yeah.
I'll offer you the question if you'd like
I'm sorry. I can't remember the name, but I know
No, I
it's
won't
Poozy.
That's
or Poozy.
Puzo. And we need
Puzo,
Mario
Puzo!
Puzo. Back to a Richard Dimitri question. Okay, listen carefully. Richard, geographically speaking,
I just want to faint. I'll be back in a minute.
geographically speaking, where would you find the Caucasians?
You would find... Don't laugh. You would find the Caucasians in southern Russia, in Georgia.
Ken? Russia.
I would say there are Caucasians in Russia.
Yeah,
Yes.
they are called Caucasians. That's geographically speaking. That's right.
Yes,
That's all we
yes.
needed. And we have the X, and Leigh, it's your turn. Go right ahead, dear. Paul? What does the name Jose Iturbi remind you of?
How hard it is to get good help these days.
Jose Iturbi, what does that remind you of, the name, Jose Iturbi?
It reminds me of Amparo Iturbi, his sister, a pianist.
Piano.
I agree.
Great
I agree.
concert pianist. Right, you have the circle. Ken, your turn.
George Gobel, please.
In the world of entertainment, George, what famous group of guys had names like Dippy, Goofy, Crab, and Bongo?
The committee to re-elect Richard Nixon.
In the world of entertainment, what famous group of guys had names like Dippy, Goofy, Crab, and Bongo?
Maybe the Dead End Kids.
The Dead End Kids.
I'll agree.
The Dead End Kids. Very good, George. With an X. Okay, Leigh.
Sandy Duncan.
Sandy, what is the title of the song that contains the sad lines, "Alone from night to night you'll find me, too weak to break the chains that bind me"?
Ooh, ah, yeah, da, 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 dee.
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know. Yeah, I knew it when I said. Would you like this question?
No.
That's an old song.
What happened to all the Russ Columbo fans out
Russ
there?
Columbo.
Russ Columbo. What is it, Ro?
Surrender, dear.
No, it isn't. Not Chloe.
It's King Kong.
Prisoner of love. Alone from night to night. I'm just a prisoner of love. We even got you. No, that's not I surrender, dear. Anyway, back to a Sandy Duncan
That's
question.
what I meant. I'll surrender.
All right. What is usually, Sandy, what is usually the busiest day of the year for the telephone company?
Probably one of those days that you call a lot of people. Christmas.
Christmas.
Oh, I disagree.
Christmas.
Oh.
Can't put an X there. Leigh, I'm going to have a commercial break here. I'm going to let you think about that secret square. It's up there. It's $3,600 or go for the $500. We'll be right back. Ken Allington is a gambling man. Going for the car, $250 or that secret square?
I'd like Sandy Duncan, please.
Well, I like her, too. Here we go for $500 total. According to Good Housekeeping magazine, is the average 15-and-a-half-year-old girl fully grown yet? 15-and-a-half.
Physically, but I don't think mentally and emotionally.
I
Can I qualify that way?
Not really, no.
Ah, then I'll just have to say no.
She said a 15-and-a-half-year-old girl is not fully grown yet.
I'll disagree.
It is no. Age 17, they feel fully grown. I don't know physically, emotionally, however, but I just needed no, and you said no, he did not concur. We put a circle there. Back in the game, Leigh Braithwaite.
Carol Channing.
Not the secret square, but $250 in a tie game. True or false? Doctors say that every time you tell a lie, your blood pressure goes up.
Why? Blood pressure. Vincent has got blood. Vincent keeps blood in his refrigerator. Does that have anything to do with blood pressure?
No, I don't believe so.
Won't help
Write
us.
you down some.
Wait a minute, Leigh, we gotta get this right. Every time you tell a lie, your blood pressure goes up. It must, or the lie detector machines wouldn't mean anything.
She said yes, it does.
I agree.
I guess that's why those polygraph things are supposed to work. Yeah, we have a tie game. Very good. Rosemary was the secret square. Nobody chose Rose, so we'll have another secret square game right now.
And this time, Circle starts the secret square for a desert vacation at Marriott's Camelback Inn for relaxation, entertainment, and recreation. One of the world's finest resorts in the sun-drenched desert of Scottsdale, Arizona, furnished by Marriott. And to get you there, an air-conditioned car furnished by Budget Rent-A-Car. For fine transportation at competitive rates available at airports and other locations nationwide, Budget Rent-A-Car. And take along an assortment of dittos, jeans, and tops that hug the curves. Tie tops, tank tops, drawstrings, halter and T-shirts, hand-painted knits, each one a work of art, furnished by Dittos. And soft, chewy, delicious Twizzlers, a variety of fun-to-eat flavors, strawberry, licorice, chocolate, and grape. Twizzlers, the family favorite anytime. Plus, 1 million S&H green stamps. Select your prize for more than 1,500 brand name gifts. S&H green stamps. That little extra that adds up to a lot. A prize worth $2,500. That's it, Peter.
That's terrific. Let's show the home audience the secret square. And Leigh, you'll start this game, dear. Pick a star.
Vincent Price.
That's the secret square. Here we go. All righty. I guarantee it won't be an Emily Bronte question. It's
Okay.
worth about $3,800.
Charlotte Bronte. No.
All right. What world leader has been ruling his country for the longest of all? Chairman Mao, Marshal Tito, or Park Chung-hee?
Who?
I believe he is the president of Korea. Chairman Mao of China, Marshal Tito of Yugoslavia, or Park Chung-hee of
I
Korea?
think it's Marshal Tito of Yugoslavia.
Marshal Tito of Yugoslavia.
I'll agree.
Right! Terrific, Benny. Good for you, Leigh. Great. He took over. Remember the big power struggle between Mikhailovich, I believe it was. Yes, you have the desert vacation, the car rental, jeans, a million trading stamps worth $2,500, and you've got the circle, and it's $3,800 in your pocket. And Ken, your turn.
Aretha Franklin, please.
All right, Aretha. What famous entertainer was the only male to be named to Mr. Blackwell's 1975 list of the world's 10 worst dressed women? It contained the name of one guy, 9 ladies and one guy. Famous entertainer.
Worst dressed.
Worst dressed, yeah. Mr. Blackwell. I don't believe Aretha has a bluff for this. Would you like
David
to...
Bowie.
David Bowie from England, the rock and roll star.
And that's just a wild guess.
I disagree.
You disagree? Due to his outrageous performing outfits, Elton John. You've got the X. Okay, Leigh, your turn.
Paul Lynde.
I'm terribly sorry. Paul Lynde, sure. Paul, true or false? During the recent holidays, Rosemarie, our own Rosemarie, entertained on a cruise ship.
Entertainment.
Not according to the reviews. Anyway, she thought it was a troop ship. Or I should have said tramp steamer. Yes, she did. She said she had the greatest time. She told us the other night.
I'm going to disagree again.
Oh, yeah, she entertained. She got a new act, and it's terrific. I mean, it's really terrific, and we're very proud of you. So we put an X there, and Ken, it's your turn.
Rosemarie, please.
All righty, Ro,
Oh,
this is
thank
for
you.
$500.
Thank you.
Sweetheart, oh, it's a lovely question. Does your face look more wrinkled when you get up in the morning? Or when you go to bed at night?
Now just hold it, Peter. Look what I say. I knew he was going to do something.
He was going for the throat, Ro. But listen.
Why haven't you done something? Paul insulted me, then Peter, then you. What
No,
else?
does your face look more wrinkled when you get up in the morning or when you go to bed at night? More wrinkled. Up in morning, bed at night.
I don't know. It looks the same all the time to me. More wrinkled in the morning? No, I imagine it would be more wrinkled at night. It's been out longer.
At night.
I'll agree with that.
It's less wrinkled in the morning because there's more fluid in the tissues of your face. That's right. You've got yourself. We have a commercial. Put $500 in Ken Allington's pocket.
William Conrad, please.
William Conrad, according to the book Plain Speaking, who was Harry Truman describing when he said, quote, he claims he's a friend of all the presidents, but all he's interested in is getting his name in the paper.
General MacArthur.
General Douglas MacArthur.
I'll agree.
Billy Graham. Put a circle there. Leigh, a break for you. Pick a star.
Paul Lynde.
Paul, true or false? Women smokers in Uganda traditionally put the lit end of the cigarette into their mouths.
Don't tell me what they do with their chewing gum.
Is that true or false? The women put the lit end in their mouths in Uganda.
Yeah, I think Ugandans do that.
Leigh?
I'll agree.
The men smoke just the way we do, but the women do that. You've got two circles. Ken, your turn.
George Gobel, please.
George Gobel, I might have gone to Richard Dimitri to block. This may work out. According to Esquire, what is the very best time to drink champagne?
Still wine during the dinner, champagne before dinner as an
Before
aperitif.
dinner.
I'll agree.
He's one of our experts in that field. Yes, put a circle there. Leigh, your turn.
Richard Dimitri.
This, incidentally, would be for $500 in a tie game. This could be for the car. We have a tie-breaking question, maybe. True or false? A modern-day Robin Hood is operating in Florida, stealing carrots and leaving them on doorsteps of the poor.
True.
Leigh?
I'll agree.
And one market has also lost 171 loaves of bread to the bandit. Circle gets to square. We have a tie game. Okay, let's clear the board, and I believe Circle will start the game. Leigh, pick a star.
Vincent Price.
Vincent.
Yeah.
According to a recent study of couples married 50 years or more, did the most of them say that they enjoyed each other's company or the company of others?
Well, it depends.
Let me hold it right now. Let me explain
didn't
what
get
this
to finish
is.
that
Please,
sentence.
Vincent, I have to explain because that is our tacky buzzer. That means the time is up. I'm going to repeat the question to Vincent. If you are correct on this, Leigh, you're going to wind up with a car. If you're incorrect, X will get the square. So, Vincent, this is your question, and this is for all the marbles. Listen carefully once again. According to a recent study of couples married 50 years or more, did most of them say that they enjoyed each other's company or the company of others?
No, they enjoyed each other's company.
I definitely agree.
More than anyone else, they enjoyed each other's company. Circle gets the square. Well, I'll tell you, you're quite a nice guy, Ken. You know, we were on a commercial break, and somebody said nobody called him William Conrad. You were being very nice. You went to William Conrad, and it didn't work out for you. So don't watch Cannon anyway. No. I didn't even mean to intimidate that. But we have $500 for you, Ken, and we have lovely party gifts.
Date with me, Pete.
No dating to Rosemary. Leigh, you've won $550, a secret square, and Kenny Williams will tell you the good news. Congratulations.
It's a Datsun B210 with extras like power front disc brakes, tinted glass, full reclining bucket seats, nylon carpeting, all vinyl upholstery, white sidewall tires, and full wheel covers. The economical B210 furnished by Datsun.
Thank you, Kenny. Congratulations to you, Leigh. Also to Ken, I thank the stars. Peter Marshall, on behalf of 9 delightful stars, wishing you and yours a very good evening. See you here next time on The Hollywood Squares.
These are your friends. You need $10,000 to invest in a llama farm? No problem.
Of course I'll go to the prom with you. You're a dork, and I totally dig it.
These are your foes.
You'll have to bear with me. I am a little new at this.
Do me a favor. Take this briefcase full of books across the border.
Friend or foe? It pays to know.
Friend or Foe, tonight at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, only on Game Show Network.
This has been a Merrill Leader Bob Quigley production.